Last episode, we talked about the different types of investment products you can use to increase your personal wealth. Today, we're going to talk about the different ways you can manage your investments. But you have a job, don't you? Or maybe you're a student. You don't have time to manage your portfolio of stocks, and I'm sure you'd be happy to pay someone to research and memorize the performance of all your favorite mutual funds. I'm Savanna Taylor, and today's Financial Literacy 101 lesson is all about the cost of investing. In the world of investing, the commissions paid to stockbrokers is known as a load. It's a chunk of your initial investment that's not put into the mutual fund. Instead, it's paid out to the firm and broker that helped you with the transaction, and it's normal. Just like tipping the waitstaff at a restaurant, loadings are meant to compensate the employees that serve you in a firm. 5% is well within the realm of a normal load, but when we're talking about high-dollar investments, that can add up.
So whatever that let's say on a $10,000 investment, that $500 is not part of your future, your family's future, your great-grandkids, your great-great-grandkids. It's gone. And I don't want you to pay that.
So you're saying that just because it's normal, it might not be a good idea? What's the deal with getting what you pay for? I'm sure there's some evidence that loadings lead to more money in your pocket.
But there is no evidence that it's going to lead to higher returns. In fact, the studies show just the opposite, that load funds, in fact, make ignoring the load, make less for people than no load funds. Now, part of that is because load funds have other expenses they're added on top. Extra turnover, extra cost of management on a day-by-day basis.
Got it. So if I'm going to be a successful investor, I need to find a fund that has minimal loadings. But there's thousands of funds out there. How do I choose what fund to invest in? Well, it turns out we can lump almost all sources of investment information into 3 categories: Wall Street, Main Street, and the academic community. Wall Street, we've covered this one before. These are investment professionals. It's the brokers managing big funds, and they know what they're doing. But like we said, research shows that funds with high commissions don't perform better than funds that are commission-free.
Then there's Main Street. Main Street is your next-door neighbor, a friend at the office, somebody who may talk big, like they really understand it all, but maybe they don't. In fact, in most cases, when I have a chance to talk to somebody who kind of know it all, turns out they know a little and not enough that they should be giving other people advice.
So who do we turn to? Most sources point to the academic community. First and foremost, researchers and professors don't earn more if your investments perform better. These professionals aren't in the market for commissions. Their job is to learn and teach, so we should take advantage of that and listen to their advice. On top of worrying about how much we're paying for investment services, we need to understand how our investments are being managed. 2 broad categories exist here, and you've probably heard them: active and passive management. And it's as simple as it sounds. When a fund is actively managed, a fancy manager on Wall Street will be picking his or her favorite companies, the ones they think will get big. This typically means you give up a bit of diversification. You remember that, right? It's like free insurance. And since active managers often choose one industry to focus their investments, you give that up. Actively managed funds usually include stock from around 100 companies, and sometimes far less. Passive management is the exact opposite. It's the set and forget of investing. If you've heard of crockpot cooking, you'll get this one. Passively managed funds typically target a wide scope of potential winners, 500 or 1,000 companies, all with good track records. It's a big diversification effort, all to ensure that the return on your investment will be steady and unwavering. Without all that work, passive must be cheaper, right? Do you get what you pay for?
So everything about passive, at least on paper, looks better. What you give up with the passive is a chance to beat the market. The problem is that according to studies, a very small percentage of the active managers, in fact, beat the indexes. Now, the academic community, remember earlier I talked about the difference between Wall Street, Main Street, and the academic community, or what I call University Street. The academic community has declared without any question that the smart thing for people to do is to put their money into these passively managed funds. And if you look at the people who also believe in that, like Warren Buffett and Charles Schwab, the fact is that almost everybody who's not basing their income on active management says you ought to use passive.
In summary, like anything in life, when investing, you have a few options. You can go the cheap route or spend a little bit more. But when you're investing, spending more will hurt you in the long run. So after today, how do we get the most out of your money? Find a fund with low expenses. Your investments will earn you money instead of lining the pockets of a Wall Street investor. If you're listening to the academic community, find a passively managed fund because more often than not, they'll outperform their actively managed counterparts. Thanks for watching. I'm Savanna Taylor, and this has been Financial Literacy 101.